Hey guys, what is up? It is Lisa Blone, and I'm back with another live video. Thank you guys so much for tapping in to Blone Got Tea. Make sure you smash that like button, share out this live, and if you guys are feeling the vibe, go ahead and subscribe, you guys. Like I said, thank you so much for tapping in. Y'all, get in here. Have y'all heard this? Have y'all seen this? Let me go ahead and get the information for this. Now, I saw this article, okay? Not only did I see an article, but I also saw a YouTube video. And I thought this is like I saw a YouTube video, but I haven't really seen enough talk about this, about this specific topic. And I'm like, well, what? So when I seen this video, I was like, I have to go live and bring this to my chat. Now, if you guys did not know, and I'm just going to give you a little bit of context, in the past 3 months, nearly 300,000 Black women have left the US labor force. Now, they're saying that the rate has dropped below that of Latinas for the first time in over a year. And more than 518,000 Black women still haven't returned to the labor force since the pandemic, since the beginning of the pandemic. And how long ago was that? 2020? That's almost 5 years, you guys. Right? They say that it leaves the real unemployment rate at about 10%. So when I saw the video, right, I wanted to go ahead and vet the source before I brought it to you. Because we've been having a lot of little speculations, you know what I'm saying, with, some things we are talking about with Krishan. But this is for real, y'all. Okay? Let me go ahead and go to one of these articles. And when I say it's vetted, it's vetted. Okay? This is really happening. And sometimes we just have to take a pause, you know what I'm saying, from other people's business, because we do be in other people's business. Sometimes it's time to look in our own backyard. So let's go ahead and take a look at this, right? And this not only affects Black women, but specifically now, such a large number of Black women, women of color, being let go within 3 months. Now, I'm in speculation with if it's since February or 3 months. It doesn't matter. That's still a small time frame for over 300K Black women to lose employment and drop out of the labor force. Let me go ahead and pull up the articles, you guys, before we take a peek at one of the videos. All right, so let me bring this up. I mean, it's all over. It's all over. It's in Forbes. It's on MSNBC. It's out. This is real. Okay, this is real. That is diabolical. Like, this is happening right before our eyes, you guys. Do you guys realize that? And even though we're talking about 300K Black women, nobody should feel safe. Nobody should feel safe. Right? This economy sucks. Let's go ahead and get into this, you guys. I just want to show you. And then we can read an article, so you guys can get exactly what's going on. And like I said, you guys, this is real. This is not no hearsay. It's not nothing we have to speculate or, even hang our POV on. You guys, this is real facts. Because even if I wasn't a Black woman, I'd be listening to this like, well, what's in for, the rest of us? What are we in for? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let me go ahead and pull up these articles right quick. Now you guys can see I'm going to start from the top. All right. Add the 300,000 Black women who recently just lost their jobs to more than 518,000 Black women who have not returned to the workforce since COVID. Oh, dang, since C-19 pandemic. And you'll have a fuller picture of the economic devastation facing Black women and Black families. Now, I just wanted you guys to see that it's a vetted source, okay? We got some articles on Facebook. Of course, I said it's on Forbes. All right. I watched the video on it. I think this is the video we're going to get into. I'm not too sure. It's also on MSNBC, USA Today. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into this. And we're just going to read this article. Let me see. Okay, so they are saying, this was 7 days ago, so they are saying within the past 3 months, within the past 90 days, wrap your mind around that. 300,000 anybody's losing their job, for Christ's sakes. Okay? But let me give you the facts before I give you an opinion, okay? No friends in the pipeline. Why 300,000 Black women were pushed out of the workforce. Let me make sure you guys can hear me because I'll be yapping. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this article, you guys. A recently published MSNBC, wait a minute, it just cut off. A recently published MSNBC article made headlines for a shocking stat. Nearly 300,000 Black women have exited the American labor force in the last 3 months. The article attributes the mass exodus to reasons like federal job cuts and the dismantling of DEI programs, with issues like inflation, student loan debt, automation, and underrepresentation. In growing tech sectors, creating a compounded economic rise for Black women. This phenomenon not only hurts Black women, but has a ripple effect for the entire U.S. community. Did you get all that? Resulting in a loss of the country's gross domestic product, the GDP. A less discussed issue that must be considered is how what is happening is also the cause of a widening network gap faced by Black women. Now, the article goes on to say that in 2019 article from LinkedIn's Vice President of Social Impact, Mark Garlinghouse, explored the network gap, the unequal access a person has to opportunities based on who they know. Now, his article cited research that indicates that 70% of professionals get hired at jobs where they know somebody, right? Where they know someone who works there. A 2020 study by Chika Okafor indicated that non-white candidates get fewer jobs through referrals because their social network is smaller. Now, with the anti-DEI legislation and a wave of corporate DEI rollbacks, many companies have deprioritized DEI, dismantling programs and initiatives like employee resource groups, which provide key opportunities to boost one's professional network. So they were getting rid of entire programs, shutting down and dismantling entire sectors and sections of the jobs. So anywhere there was DEI in place, right? And it was priority, right? All those jobs were eliminated. And most of the, the federal jobs and even the state jobs, right, were held by Black women. A lot of federal jobs, state jobs. I mean, that's basically running the city. You know what I'm saying? Each city that this happened in, that literally was them running that city. making sure you got this, making sure you got your check, making sure, depending on what department. We're talking about medical, we're talking about government assistance, we're talking about a lot that we depend on to make our lives tick, right? It's going to be the trickle effect if we're not already feeling it. So it's important that we have a conversation about this, you guys. All right. Let me see if there's any more. Did I keep reading? Okay, so yeah, you guys have the information now. Now they're just going in depth into some things, but I just wanted to touch on it. Not really touch on it, but to give you the information, okay? And this is what is out there, y'all. For Black women. Because these were professional jobs. And now they've been shut out of the opportunity in the economy. And for that you heard them say it's a ripple effect. And the statistic is that Black women make up over 12% of the federal workforce. So, that's double their share of labor, their share of the labor force, like overall. Now, when we say goodbye to those jobs and everything that they were shut out on, everything also includes what was once the American dream, okay? Or what we were taught to believe as far as Gen X goes, right? And I'm pretty sure it has impact on the generations after us and present. Pension, security, right? Well, job security, I think that went out in 2000. But the pension and the benefits and the medical, right? More equitable pay than, private sectors where Black women were underpaid. Women, period, I feel. But our counterparts definitely were, what I'm saying, as far as a white woman. And we know the statistics on that, right? But let's focus on this and the 300K Black women that no longer are in the labor force, no longer have their job. This is going to have a devastating impact on women and girls, right? Our future. I don't know, y'all. Hold on. Let me go. Let me see if I can go to another. And that's Forbes, you guys, Let me see. Hold on. Now, I did watch this video and I wanted to share this with you. And I hope I'm picking the right video. I hope I'm going to get the right video. I know. What's up, Pistachi? It is. It's super sad, of course. This is not good. It's not good for the economy. It's not good for anybody. Now, yeah, we're talking about 300,000 Black women, but just imagine how many people of other races have also lost their job or been laid off or been let go without notice. You understand? Like no notice. Let me see, you guys. Hold on. Let's go back in here because I'm going to pull up a video. Say no thanks. Okay, so now, all right, so let me see if this is the video. Okay, so this is ABC News. I think maybe we can go to ABC News. Let me see. All right, so let's go to ABC News. Wait, let me see if this other video is the one that I need. Okay, let's go to ABC News right quick, you guys, just so you guys can catch this.
To the economy now, where staggering numbers have been released surrounding Black women in the labor force. A new report shows more than 300,000 Black women have left the workforce in just the last several months. That's according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. Joining me now is gender economist Katika Roy to break this all down and why they're leaving. Katika, thank you so much for being with us. You recently wrote an article where you say that this isn't happening by accident. Why do you think it is happening?
This is happening because of cuts to public sector positions. So if you look at the federal labor force, Black women make up just over 12% of the federal labor force. It's about double their representation in the labor force overall. And when you have targeted cuts up to 50% in organizations such as the Department of Education and HHS, you're not just trimming the fat, you're actually cutting the economic backbone for Black women.
Wow. And so what are some of the spillover effects from all of this?
Well, one of the things that we know is that there is a connection between women's labor force participation and GDP. So just Black women's labor force participation has dropped by just over 2% in the last 3 months. And that has sucked over $37 billion out of US GDP. So this is the economic cost of gender policy ignorance.
This is really fascinating because do you think that most people are unaware of the actual impacts of things like this?
Absolutely. So when we often think about women's issues or Black women's issues, we think of it as an over there problem. It's not. It's an everybody problem. For every 1 percentage point that women leave the labor force, there's a $146 billion hit to GDP.
Oh my gosh. And so we've talked about the consequences, but is there an upside to all of this? Are we seeing women pivoting to entrepreneurship as they're leaving the workforce? What then are they doing?
You know, that's a great question. And the truth is, we don't know where all of the 300,000 Black women that have actually been pushed out of the labor force have gone. We know that some of them have gone into entrepreneurship, which is not only because of luxury, but it's actually because of survival. And this is really a testament to their resilience, but it also shows the rigidity in our traditional employment systems.
Are there any other groups that we are seeing largely impacted in this way in the labor workforce?
Not to this extent. So I track all of the data, as you can imagine, month over month by gender and race and ethnicity. And I started to see this trend about 3 months ago with this really precipitous drop in Black women out of the labor force. And this is a huge hit. And historically, just to give you a sense of the historical context, this is the first time in years that Black women's labor force participation has fallen below Latinas' labor force participation.
Wow. It's really fascinating to see these numbers, to hear you explain all of it and break down the real world impacts on our GDP and the economy at large. Katika Roy, thank you for what you do and thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
To the economy now, we're staggering numbers.
So you guys heard that information, you heard the statistics, and the main reason is because most of the jobs, right, were filled by Black women. She mentioned the Department of Education. She mentioned HSS. We know that the medical was cut too. There's a lot of Black women that work in the medical field. And I think this is a concentrated effort in dismantling the economy, right? And they get no warning. Can you imagine that? And some of you guys have been through that. No preparation, no 30-day notice, nothing, you know? And this is why we need a backup plan. We all need a backup plan. We all need a backup plan. Now, I wanted to let you guys hear this video that I found because there's some real life stories out there of people going through this right now. And I came across a video of a woman, and she is talking about this very subject, right? She's talking about this very topic. Now, she talks economy, she talks the pensions, as far as medical insurance, and everything that is being lost when you get laid off, right? When you get pushed out of the labor force. And you heard her asking, like, you know what I'm saying? Are they going into entrepreneurship? It just indicates to me that a lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck, right? And we don't have the luxuries that we used to take for granted, you know, that were expected when we got a job, like the pension, like the medical, like all of that is gone. And imagine if they were there for, because most people that work those type of jobs, federal, state, and you know, from the Department of Education, are there for years. But you guys can clarify that in the chat. I mean, do they continue to get their pensions? These 300K in 90 days, y'all. In 90 days, we lost 300K Black women to the labor force. They shut down everything. And then we have the tariffs. Is this by design? Because we are literally watching the economy crumble. That's what we're watching. Let me pull up this video, okay? You guys let me know what you guys think about the situation. Because we need a backup plan. And we need to ask ourselves, do we have a backup plan? And that's what we need. Being your own boss could save your life. Being your own boss could save your life. Right? Now, spiritually, I know you're going to need some help from the Lord. So I would hope that you believe in something greater than yourself, or you have a relationship with God, right? Because anybody that walks this earth is going to let you down. Look at how these, I'm not talking about no relationship. We're not talking about, no, we're talking about livelihood. We are talking about the state of the economy because it's a trickle down effect, right? And that kind of thing sneaks up on you. And before you know it, the rug has been pulled up from up under you. And that's what I kind of feel like. Right? that the world has pulled the rug from up under us. Now, I'm glad we got into that article. And like I said, this is not speculation. It's crazy, guys. Let me pull up this video. You guys let me know what you think. What you say? You say it's hard too because we struggle to get support everywhere. I feel like people don't support Black women entrepreneurs like they do others as well. Yeah, that's true. I mean, but some people are out here getting to the bag. We're not saying that. But an overall view of everything, yes. But this just goes to the resiliency and the tenacity of Black women, right? Because they're gonna make it work. Like only the strong survive. We're gonna lose some, right? Some are gonna give up. Some are gonna be overwhelmed. Some are, won't be strong enough. But for the majority, that resiliency, because we don't have a choice. We really don't. We don't have a choice. Hold on, you guys. Let me go ahead and bring up this video for you. We do not have a choice. What is this right here? Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me pull up this video. Like I said, it's just a video of somebody that's on here, but this is the video that I watched earlier today, and she, like I said, she's going to talk about the economy. And hold on, let me see, where is it? I just want you to get an up-to-date, real life, like someone like telling you what is going on here and now. And I just kind of like the way she put it all together. Let me see. So I'm gonna share this with you guys. Thank you guys so much for tapping in to Bologna Got Tea. Make sure you guys smash that like button and share out this live, guys. Let's go ahead and take a look at this video. Thank you, Pastechi, for stopping in. Thank you so much. All right, so let's go ahead and listen to what, I forgot. Let's see what her name is. Regina. You guys, let me get the credit. This is Regina Michelle. She's a YouTuber, and this is titled "Why Working in America is Worse Than Ever." Okay, and I just think her take on it, and it being, let's see, hold on, just posted 17 hours ago. I wanted to give you the latest take on it, right? All right, so let's go ahead and get into this. And let's talk about it.
Era, people not working two jobs and a side hustle because they want to. They doing it because they have to. I'm talking about Gen X, Gen Z, all of us together. We cannot stop. In this video, I'm going to give you the unadulterated truth why it's worse here working in America. Okay, yeah, back in the day, you could work for 20 or 30 years and have something to show for it. At least your house will be paid off. But no, we don't have that now. People got to take out second mortgages just to survive. People feel like they can't even take a day off no matter how many hours they work. People are working longer because they don't have enough money to retire. It's just not enough. Look, it's people from all socio-economic backgrounds, teachers, professors, people who work minimum wage. All of us are in this together. Just don't think it's just people with low income. I was talking to a professor the other day, and he told me how hard it was for him. He told me he hopes his body hold out because he know he's going to have to work at least to the age of 75. And that
And I just wanted to reiterate that point that this is not just, you know what I'm saying, poor people's problem, y'all. Some of these Black women that were in this workforce held prominent positions. You just heard her say that she spoke to a professor who was affected by this. All right. It was professional positions that were held. I mean, I'm not saying that federal, you know what I'm saying, but I'm just saying often people will equate that, you know what I'm saying, to just a certain sector of society like the poor people. No. When you talk about the Department of Education being affected by this, you're talking about professionals, okay? You're talking about taking away quality from education. And whether you have smaller children, high school students, it's important, right? You want them to have a quality education. And it seems as if they are dismantling, they got rid of the Department of Education. What? Has that sunk in? So I just wanted to drive that point home. You know what I'm saying? This is how the middle class is no longer there. I mean, technically, I think it's still there. But if you look at it, it just seems like either you're rich or you're poor. When before it would feel like there was an even middle ground, right? That you could at least achieve or want to obtain to get to. You know what I'm saying? But there's such a great divide with just poor and rich. Like rebuilding the middle class is a must. Now, in my eyes, this is not going to last forever. You know, will I call it a hiccup in the road? No, this is something major. But like I said, it's not going to last forever. But what will the impact be, y'all? Let's get back to the video.
That don't make no sense. And we live in one of the greatest countries in the world, but we don't have health insurance. I know people that's working a full-time job and a side hustle, and they can't even afford to go to the doctor. Paying for prescriptions put them in the hole because it's just too much, and don't have 2 and 3 children. A trip to the ER can bankrupt a family. It can bankrupt the individual. And millions of jobs do not offer health care. I was looking it up, y'all, and 53% of companies don't offer health insurance to working Americans. And even when they do offer it, people can't even afford the premiums. And that's why your coworkers keep coming into work when they're sick and infected with upper respiratory infections. And then you come home and bring it to your family because they can't even take off. And let's not forget, some people, they take off for a sick day and they don't get paid. So that's why they still coming to work. We in the greatest country in the world, y'all, and people can't even take vacations. 28 million Americans get 0 paid vacations and holidays.
We can't forget that word is we live in the greatest country in the world. Is that what she said? We live in the greatest country in the world. And yet 300,000 Black women were pushed out of the workforce, right? In 90 days. That, you know what that means? That hundreds of thousands of head of households, caregivers, parents lost their livelihoods, right? These were working people, working Americans that were contributing to society, right? We're not talking about, oh, they're not contributing, they're not working, get off your ass. And no, they were snatched from getting up and going to work. And I know that the DEI but the Department of Education, y'all, some mess. And like she said, most people can't even take a damn vacation. When is the last time there has been a job that you have had that came with paid time, I mean, vacation pay, vacation? This is a devastating face of the economy, right?
Days. Make that make sense. You don't work all year, 365 days of the year, and you can't even take a vacation because they're not going to pay you. Where the money coming from? And I'm going to be honest with y'all, I've never been off for 2 weeks at a time because I carry a caseload. I'm a social worker, and nobody wants to work my caseload. I come back, my work is up to here. Nobody wants it. So I don't have the luxury to take 2 weeks at a time. But I'm going to be grateful for the 1 week because some people can't even take a day. But this is one of the greatest countries in the world. And that's why it's getting worse working in America. And I know a lot of people can't take vacation and they're doing things like staycations, and which is a good thing because you still need to break away. So they go to another city close by, get a hotel, and try to enjoy the amenities of that hotel. But I know people still doing DoorDash while they're taking their vacation. They need to make money to even cover the staycation. And I know a lot of people who do gig work, they really have to prioritize vacation because if they take off, they definitely won't have any money.
And speaking of gig work, gig work not only covers like DoorDash and all that, but it also covers doing like being a content creator and influencer. As far as what she's talking about, you cannot take a day off. And I'm working on my consistency because I have to look at what I'm doing right, wrong, or what I'm doing right in my growth. And I'm working on my consistency because you really can't. Like, I mean, maybe not in a literal term, but like if you miss more than a couple days, right? And I mean, it was already the statistics for not only men, what men get paid versus all women versus all men, but specifically with Black women, it's 66 cents, right? For every dollar that someone white earns. So there was already a disadvantage, y'all. But you understand that this is going to mean less resources for all of us. To care for ourselves, to care for our families, and to the local economy, wherever you live. You know what I'm saying? We can't even think about like retirement or even generational wealth. Can't think about that because this economy is trying to put everybody in survival mode. I mean, that's just my opinion. This is how I feel. Because this has to have a devastating effect on just like the inner workings of the system, y'all. I don't know, y'all. And there's so many things that people need help in that's being cut. And I'm talking about as far as childcare, healthcare, education, period, and other support systems. I even heard that if the elderly, and I just heard this, but the elderly are being put out of retirement homes because of the cuts and them being unable to now pay because of those cuts. They are being put out of the retirement homes they're in because they can't foot the bill, right? And other supports that like that. At the exact time, the federal government is cutting those lifelines and those resources. Wow.
So many errors and mismanaged money, and now we got to pay for it. The system is corrupt and it's demonic. People are tired of turning tricks for the system. It's not paying off, especially when you have to work 2 and 3 jobs. And I've heard horror stories with people doing gig work and working and depending on income from an app. I heard somebody talking about how these apps like DoorDash and Walmart and Grubhub, they're so strict. You make one mistake and they cut your assets off. Then what are you supposed to do? And y'all, people don't get interviewed by people anymore. People get interviewed by robots and AI. These big companies are using AI powered generated systems to interview people. So now we lose that connectability. AI records your voice, your tone, your facial features. It doesn't ask you any backup questions. No chance to explain yourself. Have any of you all been interviewed by AI? I want to know your experience. Put it in the comments. We're living in a country right now where full-time work does not guarantee survival. And I don't blame Gen Z for questioning everything. And Gen X is finally waking up. We see that loyalty right now is one-sided. This system was not meant for us, y'all. But we're finally waking up. We're seeing the truth. And you just got to think about it. Truth is power. When you know better, you do better. Don't be afraid to learn new things. Don't be afraid to challenge your mind. Learn new things, learn investments, learn about crypto, because that's what the system wants you to do. It wants you to keep working for it, but it doesn't want you to put anything new into your mind. I don't care how tired you are. Challenge your mind to new things. And I know you may not have a whole lot of money, but try to save as much as you can. If this video resonated with you and you see what's going on in America and how it's getting worse for us that's working, please share your experience. You never know how you can help somebody else in the comments. Also drop a comment, because this is a small channel and that's just how the algorithm works. So
All right, so you heard what she had to say, and she touched on a lot of points, you guys. She did. She touched on a lot of points. And the bottom line is, are we going to stop turning tricks for the system? And I like her wording with that. I'm gonna take that from her. Okay? Turning tricks for the system. Because everybody can't be running around here working those 2 to 3 manual labor jobs. Right? It's not supposed to be set up like that. And whether like the impact or intent, Black women are going to continue to suffer disproportionately, right? There's always going to be that unequalness in terms of like pay, equity, even health. This economic, I don't even know what to call it. this attack on the economy, we all gonna suffer, if not already, right? Because there's so many other markers that we can go by. But bottom line is it's all about your well-being, our well-being, right? That's all you want. I mean, I want to see America do better. I really do. I want to see us do well. But Black women are among the most educated demographics in the nation. Okay. But like I said, America needs to do better, y'all. We have to see the information. These like race conscious policies. We need race neutral policies. But this is more than that, right? I don't know, y'all. You guys let me know what you guys think about the situation. What do you guys think is going to be the final fallout from this happening? Right? Now, Black women, we may feel the pain of the cuts first, right? But we are only an example of what is to come for others, if not already. I mean, now is the time to, make our community whole. And I don't know if that can be done because it's too many people struggling. It's more people struggling than are not. Now, don't get me wrong. Everybody ain't broke. Everybody ain't struggling. Let's just get that clear. And I'm not even talking about the elite. But you guys, at the end of the day, y'all, this is something that I thought I would never see. And if I wouldn't have seen that video, sorry about that. If I wouldn't have seen that video, I probably wouldn't even known about this. I mean, I think I would eventually came up on it, but it's crazy. This affects us all, okay? This is just the gateway drug, as they call it, right? This is just the gateway. Now, what I did, and I've been showing you guys, is my Digital Boss Playbook, right? And it's not a magic potion. It's not a cure-all. It's a simple collection of digital courses all in one place that covers anything that you would want to do as far as streams of online income. And you just heard what she said. That is the way. Learn something new. Learn about crypto. Learn a new skill. Keep adding to yourself, because the 9 to 5 don't guarantee nothing no more, especially not no security. They are letting people go left and right like flies. And you don't even get a notice. You don't get a hint. You don't get a clue. They ain't tapping nobody on their shoulder. And these people are being let go. That is a devastating blow, not only for someone who's living paycheck to paycheck or 2 paychecks from 2 paychecks, you feel me? Or a month from homelessness, right? And like I said, it trickles down within the family: childcare, medical. But what I did, and I always encourage you guys to, have a plan B. And sometimes they call it what? A side hustle. But for some people, this is going to be their only hustle, right? But like I said, what I did is I purchased the Digital Boss Academy. Okay. I call it the Playbook. And the great thing about that is that you can personalize the digital courses, the digital course. So what I did is I bought that, I invested in myself, and then I went through, there's so many modules, so many courses. I zeroed in on the digital marketing. Now I was already in digital marketing to a degree, but with everything that I learned from the digital course, I was able to not only get results, produce results, and then see results. You see, I said produce, right? They're not going to come from out of the sky. It's going to take a little time, a little patience, a little, retaining of information and applying. Now, I'm not giving you a miracle, okay? And I hope and believe that you've seen the 300 Black women that were let go, okay? Because I just showed it to you guys, and y'all, la la land too, because what I'm bringing to you is the truth. I'm not only bringing you all the truth, right? It's not some magic potion. Like I said, I'm not giving you the Holy Grail, but I am giving you a way up and a way out. I am giving you a plan B. And we all need a plan B. I'm trying to prevent you from an unwanted pregnancy, if you want to think about it like that. Okay? I'm giving you a plan B. Now, you may say, what am I talking about? I'm talking about my digital boss playbook, you guys. And because I have seen the results and I invested in myself, I learned, and I applied it. And I saw results. Okay. Now, like I said, let me go ahead and bring that up for you guys. Hold on. Now, like I said, you may ask, what is it? And I just say it's time to invest in yourself. Don't miss out on being your own boss. It's a collection of digital courses all in one pretty package. Now, you don't see of that, I don't know what to tell you. Anything that you invest in, that you believe in, that you pursue, you have to meet halfway. And that's what a lot of people don't tell you. They try to sell you a dream. No, I want you to live your dream because the economy sucks. Might as well live your dream. You might as well live your dream. Right? It's just not going to fall in your lap and everything is just going to start falling into place and working. And I'm only talking to the people that are smarter than a fifth grader, okay? Because it doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand that having an online income stream that you may just want to pursue it all in one place, in one package. And that's a win-win. Okay? Now, let me go ahead and pull this up so I can show you right quick before I let you guys go. Let me see. It's definitely time to invest in yourself, guys. Right? And if this is not a win-win, I don't know what the hell is. Okay? I'm still a dream in progress. I'm still a dream in progress. But when you have that social proof, you want to share it. So let me go ahead and pull this up for you guys right quick. Now, I'm not going to lie, I've run into a few glitches and I'm trying to work out the kinks, but I know that this works. Okay, not only for your analytics, where I went from 1.4 to 965,000 views, 60 days. But let me go ahead and pull this up. Hold on, guys. You guys make sure you smash that like button, share out this live. And if you guys are feeling the vibe, go ahead and subscribe. Now, let me go ahead and go down. Oh, y'all can't see. Hold on. I'm just going to show you guys right quick. And like I said, I like what she said. Are we going to continue to turn tricks for the system? Are we going to continue to turn tricks for the system? Even the apps are getting strict, you guys. Okay? The little side gigs, and I've heard even the apps are getting strict where they just cut you off for any little thing. Somebody say you didn't deliver their food a good 3 times, bam. The vendor or the restaurant don't like you. They say something 2-3 times, bam. Yeah, those apps are getting strict out there. Right? And even the fact that AI is taking over. We're getting AI interviews now, guys. We are being interviewed by AI. Right? What do we have control of? I'll tell you what you have control of. Okay? Your own business. And I know that sounds scary, but you don't have to have a brick and mortar to have a business. All you need is a phone, access to the internet, and a laptop or maybe an iPad. That's what you need. All right. So let me go right here, guys, and show you the Digital Boss Playbook. All right. And I did make $1,000 in 30 days. Okay. I did go from 1,400 views to 965,000 views. And I keep telling you, you can get paid off views now, y'all. If you didn't know that. If you didn't know that, you can get paid off views. All right. Let's get to this Wi-Fi stream of income. This is the Digital Boss Playbook, guys. All right. This is a collection, like I say, of digital courses. And within each of these courses, there's over 60 courses, I think. Okay. Let me not say that. I know there's at least 40. Okay. Because I haven't really counted what's in volume 2. I have volume 1 and 2. And I really concentrated on volume 1 because what I do is as I conquer each one and not really master it, because as a Gemini, I'm a master, I'm a jack of all trades and a master of none. That can be a good or a bad thing, but I like to get enough knowledge from one where I can actually apply it, use it, and see results, and then I move on. And that's the way you have to do it, because once you get this Digital Boss Playbook, it's going to be like over 30 different course modules. 30 different courses, I mean. Okay, hundreds of modules, that's for sure. All right. Now, I would suggest you lean in towards what you like, what you're already doing, because some of you guys may already be doing something, right? You can add on to this. You can sharpen your skills. You can still invest in yourself and add value to yourself and more knowledge, because I guarantee you there's something in the Digital Boss Playbook that you don't know. Okay. So I do have, let me see, let's just go in here, guys. I have volume 1 and volume 2. Now, volume 1 is $111. Volume 2 is $222. I say invest in yourself. But it's really up to you. But if you think about, say, your guilty pleasure, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's, coffee, whether it's iced coffee, you know what I'm saying? Whether every morning you have to have tea, or, you know what I'm saying? Whatever your guilty pleasure is, just imagine how much you spend on that. Could be shopping, right? Because I know I like to order some stuff, you know what I'm saying? But just imagine if you took 100 of that and invested in something that you can have forever. So not only can you invest in yourself and get the Digital Boss Playbook, you can go through the courses, you can go through the modules, but it's always there. It's your go-to. You can always refer back to it. You can always go in and freshen up on your courses, right? If you forget something, you can always run right back there and it's right there waiting for you. And then when you're ready for something new, you can always move to the next course and the next course, right? Now, the Digital Boss Playbook is a digital all-in-one collection, and it is for anyone who is serious about creating multiple streams of income online. With the Digital Boss Playbook Volume 1, you get access to a complete collection of courses that will teach you how to tap into any stream of income. And I think that's the most awesome part. Now, this is a digital file, you guys. No physical product will be shipped to you. You will get one file to download, all right? And if you decide to go ahead and get the 2, it comes with 1. So you get Volume 1 and Volume 2. Now, if you just want to start out with the 1, that's fine. I think it's enough. I definitely do. And let me just give you a sneak peek into this, because as you guys see right here, I do offer a Digital Boss Playbook sneak peek, okay? But since you guys are here live, I'm actually going to go into the digital course and show you live, okay? So you don't have to guess. I'll show you. Now, I won't go into all of the courses. I'll go into like 1, okay, or 2 or something like that, all right? Now, if you want to go, you guys make sure you guys check out my store. This is neither here nor there, a sweatshirt, a journal. We're not even worried about that right now, okay? We're not even worried about that right now. We are talking about our plan B, which 300,000 Black women immediately, without notice, had to tap in to their plan B. Now, what route did they take? I don't think we have the statistics on who went on to be an entrepreneur, who was pursuing their own business, who already had that as a side gig. You have to understand that, right? And Black women are smart, a lot of Black women are smart. Probably had a side gig already going on, what I'm saying? Now they have to pour everything into that. That same drive, the same tenacity, that same resilience, they can now put into their side gig. Because a lot, I'm sure, we're juggling probably a side online gig or maybe even 2 jobs, right? So we're just tapping into our plan B. I got you. All right. Now, like I said, I do have the Digital Boss Playbook. You guys can go snag that. You guys can go snag that, and it'll let you know before you make a commitment, because I get it. I understand. All right. But it'll be the best $111 you ever invested in yourself. This is a forever product. As long as you have access to the internet and you have a device in which to get to this, it will be there. Now, I haven't told you the best part is that you can resell it. You can customize this and resell it. Okay. So you can pass on all this goodness, keep some for yourself, right? And still not be a gatekeeper. All right. You are bad and bougie. Okay. And make sure you shop bougie as fuck when you get a chance. Just a shameless plug, y'all. Just a shameless plug. All right, but yeah, okay, so we got volume 1 and volume 2. Let's go ahead and go into volume 1. Let me show you guys, okay? Hold on. Let me show you guys. Volume 1. Make sure you guys smash that like button, share out this live, you guys. Yeah, I mean, the 9 to 5, it's no guarantee anymore. I mean, I understood the draw to it and the attraction to it. I mean, that's from my generation, y'all. This is what we were drilled. We were fed. We were spoon fed this. This is what we actually believed. Okay? You're preaching to the choir when you're talking to me. But let's make it make sense together. Okay? Let me go ahead and pull this up for you guys. I'm just going to show you guys the different classrooms because we're in the classroom, you guys. All right. Once you come in here, you are now in the classroom. And this is what this serves as. All right. Now you have to have that drive. You have to have the consistency, which we all struggle with. But if you can commit to this, be serious about it. Okay. Work on it like your life depends on it. Because for some people, it does, right? You can perfect your craft with one of these freaking courses, I promise you. Like I said, my chat is smarter than a 5th grader. That's all you need. All right, so let me see. All right, so I'm sure you guys can see this, all right? So we have the welcome, mindset mastery, which gives you the strategies, to build your businesses. We have core fundamentals, where you can have step-by-step fundamentals that you need to start or scale your digital marketing business. Now, we have a crash course in digital marketing, but we also have the full course. Okay? Story selling, and playbook. You get an exact slide-by-slide training for creating stories that have generated over 6 figures, okay? Now, you also have setting up your online store. They not only tell you, okay, you got to do this, set up a store, make sure you do this. They actually take you step by step on how to do step by step. So if you need help in setting up your online store, you would simply go here, setting up your online store, okay? You would choose your platform. As you guys can see, Stand Store, beacons, customizing your link. All right. And there's 3 ways you can learn: audio, they have videos, and then there's text. I think it's an awesome combination, but you don't have to read everything. As you guys can see, they have videos. Okay. A lot of the models have follow along videos. Okay. So it's the visual, you can hear them and you can follow along. I think that's awesome. Okay, let's see. You want to customize your link in your bio, set up your store, delivering products explained, digital product versus automations, digital product versus customer access center, everything, you guys. Now, remember my sneak peek? It showed me how to do my sneak peek. I did that sneak peek. I put that sneak peek out there because you want to know why? I went right here and it told me how to customize my own sneak peek. You guys can customize your own digital course. Okay. And as you guys can see, delivering your sneak peek, you guys can go down, getting your custom domain, connecting your domain. All right. Connecting to PayPal. They give you adding terms and conditions. You don't have terms and conditions. We have them for you. All right. As it goes down, it's so many, y'all. It teaches you. You don't know how to add your digital products? Come right here. We'll teach you how to add your digital products. You don't know how to add the buy now, pay later option, the Klarna? Go ahead here and you can add it. Okay. How to add a coupon code. how to add your affiliate link, customize your digital store. And this is just one course, y'all. Okay? And it just goes on and on. Teach you how to set up everything. Paid storefront setup. This is an awesome product, you guys. Okay? Let me come from out of here. Let me see, guys. Let me see what other one I can go into. Let's see which one we're on. DBA affiliate. Now, like I said, you can resell this. You don't know how? Bam. They got a course for it. You see it right there. DBA affiliate. Reselling DBA as an affiliate. It's right there. It's right there. No strings attached. Yeah. Every time you get a sale, bam, it's in your PayPal. Every time you get a sale, whatever your course for income, whatever your banking is, it's right there. You don't have to get an okay. You ain't got to wait 30 days. It's none of that. It's there immediately. When you make a sale, it's right there. I think that's awesome. Let's how to launch. You join DBA, but you don't know how to launch. Not only are we going to teach you how to resell it, we'll teach you how to launch it as well. Remember I said we had a full course on digital marketing. It's right here, all about digital marketing. I think SEO is an awesome place to start. Search engine optimization. This is how we talk to AI, which decides every damn thing on all these social media platforms. Right? You don't know how to build a brand? Well, there you go. Building a bomb brand. Now, this is what I'm working on right here currently, building a bomb brand. That's what I'm in. Okay. Let's see, guys. As you guys can see, visual attraction, funding department. I don't even know how many we've gone through already. Look how many there is. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 31, or 30. Yes, y'all. All right. And then there's even a next. Right? There's even a next button, guys. I've never showed you the next button. This is just volume 1. DBA merch. Ebooks. Create ebooks in record time. Okay, if you use things like Chat, GPT, Canva, Typeset, we got you. Scrubs to 6 figures. Okay, this is 6 figures in the ultimate digital business blueprint for nurses and healthcare. Shut the front door. You want to know about Airbnb? We got you. All right. This also comes in French, Somali, and Spanish. So if you need it in Spanish, we got you. All right. Yeah, guys. I just wanted to show you guys this quick little, oh, hold on. Let me go back. I just wanted to intro you guys that. And like I said, when I saw this, it's going on 4 months now because I think last time I said 3 months, but it's going on 4 months that I had invested and got myself this DBA, the complete DBA collection of courses. And DBA is a collection of digital courses that covers like the gamut of anything that you want to do as a part-time or side hustle. So you guys see, it was over 30. I was right. I just wanted to make sure, but I was freaking right. Okay. Yeah, y'all. Yeah, it is. It's a great resource. This is a great resource, you guys. Hold on, you guys, because I got to get my. Hold on now. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. I'm just turning my fan on. It's so hot in here. Okay, y'all. I'm sorry about that. I had to turn my fan on. It's so hot. Okay, so yeah. So I showed you guys. Let me make sure. And like I said, this runs the gamut of anything that you want. Any way that you can get paid off of Wi-Fi money, it's all in the DBA collection. It's all in one of these courses. So the thing about it is that you invest in yourself, okay? You choose some of those courses, you learn, and then you apply it. And then once you applied it and you get results, you pass it on to the next person. Okay. This is a master resale course. I mean, what is it called? No, private label resale. So that means that you can personalize this and pass it on. And like I said, you can add value to yourself. And I remember the days when I would work and have nothing left over. Okay, I would have money for like gas, food, light, rent, but nothing extra. And I'm talking about the internet. And it's so frustrating to deal with barely having enough for your bills every freaking month. So I knew that I had to change. I had to try something. But I completely want to change the situation. And I feel like you can change your situation too. With this, you can completely change life and your family's life. And I've done within the past, 4 months, did I say? Yeah, 4 months. Now, if you have a job, you can work 2 to 3 hours a day on the side, because I did hustling mostly from my phone. And I plan on matching my full income with my side hustle money now. And I made over like $500 in 30 days. Now, is it consistent yet? No. But I come to you with all honesty, okay? I come to you as I am, y'all. I'm working on it, but it works. And you know what I can tell you is how it feels. It's the best feeling to get paid and have extra money left over, and you can actually, enjoy life a little bit. Now, I'm not saying that's the case for all of you guys out there. And shout out to the people that are, actually living the fruits of their labor, But for those that are out there like me, I hope that this sounds like music to your ears. Okay? Because paycheck to paycheck lifestyle is grueling. Now, let me just show you before I let you guys go a little of my social proof, okay? Because like I said, you get paid off views, y'all. It's a whole new ball game out here. And streaming is at its peak. It's all about streaming, you guys. Now with people like Kai Cenat and Twitch and Kick and the newer generations out there, they're changing the face of not only socialization but the economy and what the workforce looks like. Because we just talked about what they're getting rid of. Now we need to talk about what is going to take that place, or what is already taking the place. All right. And that is online income. Let me pull up this video. It's just a series of clips of my receipts, y'all. I just wanted to show you guys a couple of receipts. Yes, this is a great resource. Let me show you guys. Hold on. Let me get this. Like I said, paycheck to paycheck lifestyle is grueling, okay? Where you're working and working and you feel like you're never going to catch up and you feel like you're always going to be behind the 8 ball. I was burnt out. I really was. I really was. And mentally, I suffered. I think even physically, it took a toll, on my mindset and my body. Oh, I'm at the wrong one. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, at the end, I just think it took a toll on not only my mindset, but like physically, I think it did. I mean, if that makes sense. And if your anxiety is through the roof, trust me, I feel you. Okay? Trust me when I say I feel you. Now, let me go ahead and bring up some receipts for you guys before I let you guys go. Okay? And let me just pop this up here and take this down so you guys can see. Now, the only thing I'm missing is that when I got to 2.7 million views on YouTube, I don't have that, but I'll pull it up. Trust me, you guys, I have it. You said anxiety through the roof. Exactly. If y'all, yes. If your anxiety is through the roof, I feel you. But at the time, I just couldn't figure it out. Okay, let me show you guys. All right. Anxiety through the roof. Y'all, what are we going to do? Okay, now hold on, y'all. Because I just put this together so I can show you guys the different little receipts that I have. Okay, so work with me. So I did achieve, oh, there it is. I don't have the 22.6 million, but I achieved 2.5 million February 5th of this year. All right. And then in April, I think it was April, I went from 2.6 million. And then as you guys can see here, let me let it play a little bit so y'all can see. Okay, right here, I've reached $2.7 million. 2.7 million views on right here on YouTube. I achieved that July 5th. Okay, let me keep going. I know you guys are like, where's the money? Hold on, guys. Now, remember, I was not monetized. Okay, so I had to delete a lot of videos in order to fall in line with YouTube's new updated guidelines, guidelines for this channel. Okay, and boy, did I have to delete a lot. So when you look at how many I have now, don't worry about it. I had to delete hundreds of videos. Okay, y'all. But I'm showing you the proof is in the pudding. I just did this just a few months ago. Okay. Well, let's keep going. And you see it says right here, congratulations, you're a YouTube partner. I am now officially monetized, you guys. All right. And this happened in July. Remember, I just purchased this 4 months ago. How did I do it? What they taught me in the playbook. Okay, let's keep going. I don't even know what's coming up next. Let's see. All right, so you guys see right here. This is from my TikTok. All right, this is for my TikTok. It says 979K. Y'all see these arrows? Those arrows are very, very important, y'all. Those arrows are very, very important. You want to see them blue arrows going up because that means you're going all the way up. That means you're doing something right. All right. My post views are 979,000. Remember I said I went from 1.4? I went from 1,400 views to 979,000 views in 60 days. Okay? I mean, the other, my other statistics are pretty cool, right? You see this plus a 320%, y'all. The proof is here. Almost 4,500 profile views. You see how much I'm up? The likes, 17K likes, up 11K. So I went from 6,000 likes to 17. And then the comments, y'all. You see that jump, right? You see that jump. This is not it. It's gonna scroll up for you. Okay? Hold on. Wait a minute. We missed this part. Hold on. Okay, now you guys see 611. You guys see the date? Wait a minute. Hold on. The date is May 6th to July 4th. All right. I'm just showing you guys 611,540 new viewers. Let me let it play. Oh, this is just my little scale or whatever. And wait, hold on. Oh, dang, wait a minute. I'm sorry, y'all. I put it all together, but hold on. Because you guys skipped some damn numbers. Hold on. Wait. I don't even know where it is. Okay, there it goes. Ah! I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Okay, here it goes right here. You guys see? 238K likes, 20,000 comments, 27,000 shares, and $1,037.86. Okay? Views. You see it right there? Up 24. Look. Up. What is that? I can't even see. Hold on. Hold on, you guys. Let's see if I can see it. Up 1,000. I think that's it. Up 1,000, right? Wait a minute. Hold on. But you guys see it, right? Now, what I did also is I do UGC. Now, I don't do it as much anymore, but what I was doing was UGC. I still do it, but it's just not it was not coming in like it used to. Okay. But I started doing UGC, and UGC is user generated content, where you do videos like, your TikTok videos, your Instagram videos, but you do it for somebody else's platform, or you do it for somebody else's brand, or you do it in collaboration with someone else and they pay you. Okay. So what I'm showing you guys is my rate card. All right. And I'm going to show you a little bit about how you get paid when you do UGC. And this is part of digital marketing, you guys. All right. That's all it is, digital marketing. Let me rewind it a little bit so I can catch the front of it. Okay. So if you guys see, wait a minute, hold on. Let me take it back a little bit. Oh my God. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Let me see. Oh, dang. Okay, so you guys see right here, this is my rate card, okay? Now, this is what I charge for my videos, okay? For one video, it started at $250. You guys can see organic videos. 3 videos was $500. and 5 videos starting at $1,000, 1K. And I would keep the link in my bio for 30 days. Now, with your videos, you get paid usage rights, right? So beyond what you guys agree to and they pay you, you still get paid beyond that. So say, for example, you allow them to use it for 3 to 6 months. All right. I mean, you allow them to use it for 30 days, okay? Or whatever you decide to let them use it for, and they pay you. And then for 3 to 6 months, if they want to continue to use it, they have to give you the rate that they gave you plus 30% of the base, okay, per month. Now, say for example, it's part of a campaign and they want to use it for a year. It's more than just a one-time payment, you guys. All right, they have to give you 50%, so you get paid usage rights, if you guys can see. And if they want to use it just in perpetuity, just ongoing for as long as they want to, they give you 70% of the base rate that they gave you. All right. So I just wanted to show you guys that, a little social proof. But at the end of the day, we got to have a plan B, you guys. We have to have a plan B. And like I said, at the time that I was going through that, I just couldn't figure out, I just couldn't fathom a way to get out of the rat race and the rut that I was in. And I had to make a change, guys. I had to. And I know you've heard people before, talk about digital courses or even about affiliate marketing, if you're on TikTok a lot. And I know you probably think like, what are they talking about? Like, they're not telling the truth. Like, oh yeah, right, 30 days. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. And some of the things I doubted too. So I get it, because I don't know. I guess at the end of the day, what I'm saying is I decided that I was going to invest in myself, and I took a chance and I fucked around and found out. Okay. I fucked around and found out that it is doable. It is doable, guys. It is real. Let me take this down. It is doable, you guys. It is real. Right? And the only way we fail is if we don't try. How are you going to know if you're going to make it or not if you don't try? If you never try, I mean, you guys invest $100 in going out to eat. You feel me? You invest $100, more than $100 in your bust down, or an outfit, or a sale on Fashion Nova. Like, you guys, invest in yourself, right? Because at the end of the day, speaking on 300K women, Black women, being pushed out of the labor workforce, this just lets us know that the 9-to-5 grind is not guaranteed anymore. It doesn't have the same effect as it did before. It doesn't have the same bells and whistles that made us all want a 9-to-5. And even if we wanted to go get a 9-to-5, could we really? With the state of the economy, let us wake it up, y'all. We got to wake it up. Education is the key. Are we going to continue to turn tricks for the system? I don't know. You guys, let me know what you guys think about the whole situation. But just learn something new, you guys. If it's crypto, if real estate, like digital marketing, Airbnb, we got beauty. You want to know how to do hair. You want to know how to install a bust down. You want to do a proper weave. You want to, is there a braid one in there? I'm not sure. I don't know about the braid, but all the rest of that's in there. Because like I said, I haven't been through every module because I'm taking my time and mastering one and learning enough for one and applying it. But you have to challenge yourself, challenge your mind, and get a plan B, y'all. And if this resonates with you, just make sure you follow, like, and comment. And yeah, y'all. I mean, that's all I got. But I will be back with another video, you guys. So stay tuned. And thank you so much for saying congratulations. Thank you. All right. From one Gemini to the rest of the world. Until next time, America. I'll see y'all later. I'll be back.
Fuck sweet as candy. They are mean as fuck, sweet as candy, evil as hell, and strong like a soldier. It depends on you how you deal with them. Gemini is a mix of sweetness and bitterness. They possess a dual nature, shifting seamlessly from kindness to rudeness. If you push and bully them, their strength is as deep as their loyalty. Drawing energy from the powerful bull, they may be calm and patient, but when pushed too far, the will show you a force you never saw coming, and it will leave a mark that will never fade. They are stubborn as fuck. Once they get into something, they don't leave until they are done. They don't bend easily. Their grounded nature keeps them rooted in their own truth. They stand firm, weathering storms, and once they have made up their mind, nothing can shake them. If you want to win a Gemini's heart, show them loyalty, consistency, and genuine care. They will cross every line to make you happy. But once you hurt them, they will move on. Not quickly, but they will make sure to add you to the rotten pages of an old book. What does a Gemini hate the most? Disrespect and cheating. They have a strong nature of loving and caring, but if you cheat them, they will go to any extent to take their revenge.
Clock in and don't clock out until you get to work. She like I'm already there though, yeah, that's a twerk. So now I'm bobbing my head to the instrumental, thinking about my next check, cause the next sex is incredible. I got work and wordplay, all week grinding. I do it from Friday to Thursday. Hit green higher than when I be sipping the merch straight, cause green Fetty and Jawsy be getting the work late. Yeah, yeah. I got work.